can I just say this? I think that's bullshit. I don't think they should reward CNN. I don't. What has CNN done for the Republican Party? Honestly, it's a joke. Who are they going to have moderate it? I just, like, I don't know why the RNC keeps doing this. I realize not every debate can go to Fox, nor should it. But what is CNN, like, what has it done for the Republican Party over the last 6 years other than lie incessantly about it, Josh?
Well, and in and of itself, I think I tend to agree with you, except for this. I think the RNC has done a really good job in an impossible situation of trying to pair up partnerships here, where you're not getting the same kind of thing that we saw in 2016, where you have many agenda-driven moderators that are not asking questions at all. I mean, Hugh Hewitt, for example, in that NBC debate. I mean, if there's anybody that you could say is worse than CNN, it's NBC, except for the fact that they bring Hugh in to ask very serious policy oriented questions. It'll be interesting.
MSNBC is worse than CNN.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I kind of
you could go worse. Yeah.
Loop the whole Mets in. But I guess what I'm saying is I want to see who else they bring in on there. I find it very hard to believe that it's just going to be a CNN anchor directly to camera, as we've seen in previous.
Let's hope it's not. I mean, I'm sure CNN is going to want to front its talent, and then they'll bring somebody else in as sort of the third party. But look, I've done this a lot. That's not going to change the tenor of the debate. That's just not going to. You're going to have like the one weird thing down at, table left saying weird things that the other two are like, what? It's like, I realize that Rana and the others are in a difficult spot because the mainstream media is run by all leftists. I mean, the liberals run CNN, they run NBC, they run CBS, they run ABC, never mind MSNBC. And so if you want coverage, if you want the debate blasted everywhere, which is their goal, there's only so many partners you can work with. Right. So I get it. Putting the conservative on the panel is like their next best option. But I think it's so irritating that they get rewarded after all the shit they pull and all the nonsense they've dumped on Republicans and Trump for the past 6 years since they went hard partisan. I just felt like it's outrageous to me. Whatever. Okay, I've had my say.
Okay. I think there's an awful lot of primary voters that agree with you on all of that, Megyn. But they are in a tough spot, and you do need a broadcast partner at some level, because remember, it's not just about your Republican primary voter. It is chiefly about that. But in order to win a presidential election, you're going to have to reach voters beyond a Fox News. I mean, look, you guys did a nice job on News Nation. I've never watched News Nation before.
No, I know. Right.
And
most people have not. It's like, it's just started.
Yeah. I mean, I had to scramble to try to figure out what channel it was on. I found it, thank goodness. But they did a nice job. The production quality was great. I mean, you guys obviously are pretty hard to screw up because you're pros and you do it as well as anybody in the business if you're sitting in front of a camcorder. But it wasn't that. It was a nice production. It was good to do. I'd like to see some more of that.
Yeah, me too. I'll say this, just on first glance at the requirements for the next debate, they're saying the candidates will have to have at least 10% in 3 separate national and or Iowa polls in advance of Iowa, and I assume it's the same for New Hampshire. That's a lot, and that will eliminate everyone but DeSantis and Haley, and maybe both of them.
Yeah, well,
maybe both of them.
If it's down to a point where we're 85-5, okay, it's a wrap.
Guess it's off. We tried.
It's unintentionally, that may be the most hilarious part about this. But look, if they're going to do another one, it's got to be a one-on-one. We all know who the two candidates are here.
Christie barely made the dance at 6%, and Vivek is barely making the dance at these numbers. There's zero chance of them making 10. Debt. You can go to bed thinking about it, wake up thinking about it, eat your lunch thinking about it all day. High interest credit cards and loans make it nearly impossible to pay off your debt. And insane inflation keeps you stuck paycheck to paycheck. The system winds up trapping you in debt. Donewithdebt.com can be a lifeline. I have spoken in the past about my own experience with debt back in law school. It was bad. Well, donewithdebt.com has a new strategy to help erase your debt faster and easier than you ever thought possible. Here's what they can do for you. Analyze all the debt options you qualify for, minimize interest rates, cut medical bills, and reduce debt without bankruptcy and without a loan. But you need to hurry. Some debt solutions are time sensitive. Go to done, D-O-N-E, with debt, DEBT.com. Find out how easy they can make it and find out if it's right for you. Donewithdebt.com. Donewithdebt.com. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.